Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. So this is going to be a video on the September polish pickup offerings. I did skip August 2025, but I was not going to skip September 2025, just because it is Halloween themed. And I don't know, like, I guess when I think about it, anything could be Halloween themed, right? Like, polish pickup is one of those things where, like, you could get a polish and it is Halloween themed just because of the color scheme or something like that. Or like this year, I feel like I'm seeing a lot of pink for Halloween, which I'm totally here for pink being a Halloween color. But I feel like I'm seeing more and more pink, which like we see pink throughout the entire year. So I guess it's kind of relative in terms of like what is Halloween themed. But I don't know. It's like one of those things where I am ready to spend my money. So last month I was saying like I was gonna do a complete no buy in the month of August. I did end up purchasing a few things, no regrets. But I like obviously feel some type of way about the fact that I wasn't perfect in terms of my no buy, but I did purchase a lot less. So I'm like, to me, that's like a win, even though it's not the win that I wanted. Um, but yeah, I was just not going to skip September PPU, even though objectively anything could be a Halloween polish, right? Um, and so yeah, so I will be purchasing, and yeah, I do have to always say that this content is always inspired. That my polish pickup like debrief is always inspired by Polished Yogi or Stephanie. She does a similar thing on her channel, and she's the one who inspired me to start doing this on my channel. Just because oftentimes, like, she has her own takes on polishes, and I just kind of want to share my take on the polish pickup offerings. Just because sometimes, I don't know, it's like sometimes her collection's obviously different from mine. Her preferences are different from mine. And so I just always like to share that. Um, and I was also thinking about something else in terms of like a little like mindfulness exercise. But when the spoilers drop on Facebook, I always will go through and kind of screenshot the ones that I'm like interested in or the ones that I like have my eye on right off the bat, like first impressions. And so I'm not really sure how I'm going to format this, but I will share those screenshots probably at the end of the video. And then you can kind of compare, I guess, like what my wish list from this video ends up being against like what my original thought process was in terms of what I would be purchasing. I think that'd be just interesting to see because I I haven't checked. I haven't gone back and like reviewed those screenshots. I'm kind of coming into this video completely fresh. Um, but I'm pretty sure I had over 20 polishes that I screenshotted. But also like ever since then, like I've kind of been thinking more about like what I like and things like that. I've had my hands in my collection. I've been trying to de-stash. And so some things that I like just already know off the bat are that one, I probably will not be getting any magnetics. Just because I have so many magnetics. I say this in almost every single video, and I just like never reach for them. And so until I feel like I either de-stash or reach for them, I'm probably just going to be avoiding magnetics unless there's something that just like absolutely pops out. Or I think the other thing too is that in the unmagnetized stage or state, if it's really, really beautiful on its own, I think that would be my other like exclusion or like it would be the rule that I would break. And then the other thing is I was having a conversation with Jenna. Her handle on Instagram is Lackastry nail polish. She is a maker. She makes really cool polishes, and she's like been doing this for years at this point. And so she just has a lot of knowledge, but she always like asks these kind of like really, I don't know, it's just like she generates pretty interesting discussions, I feel like, on Instagram. And one of the things she was talking about was like, what are things that we're over? And so obviously for me, that's magnetics. But someone was talking about like solars and thermals. And I've also said this many, many times. I love solars and thermals, but the shelf life is what stresses me out. And so, kind of like a new rule that I feel like I've developed for myself is that I will only buy a solar and thermal if I feel like I can enjoy either state, like the hot or cold state, or the solar or not solar state in the dead state. Like in the dead state, it has to be beautiful as well. And so that's kind of, I guess, where I've landed with that. Um, and so, yeah, those are kind of like some frameworks that I put into place in terms of my purchasing decisions. But let's get into it. That was a pretty long ramble. So I'm going to go ahead and just click into shopping all of them. And we'll just go kind of row by row, similar to how Polish Yogi does it. Um, so first off, I don't think I have any polishes from this brand. Another piece of feedback that I kind of got, and it was not directed at me, or maybe it was, I don't know, but it was not directed at me like explicitly, but was like clicking into all the offerings. So I'm going to try to do that. It might make for a longer video, but hopefully I could be entertaining in my feedback so that it's worth the long video for those of you who are watching. But yeah, so I don't think I've ever purchased from this brand. I'd have to like revisit my like I usually keep track of my polishes on Notion. And so I'd have to revisit, but I'm pretty sure I don't have anything from this. I feel like this is very Halloween coded. Yeah, it's very Halloween coded. I will not be purchasing this one only because I just don't like black flakes. I don't know what it is. Like I kind of realized that that's always kind of been my like barrier to flakies is black flakes. Like if it's just a normal flaky with no black flakes, I'm on board. I do think that the black flakes add something to this polish because if you were to just have the base, I mean, we've probably seen that many, many times, but I think the black flakes do add that like Halloween touch to this polish. So yeah. Yeah. And also like I was talking to someone else about this, but I like packaging is also something else that can really get me or like an inspiration. Like that's the other thing that can really get me to like purchase or buy into something. But yeah, yeah, I think this is pretty polished. I think it's very very Halloween themed, but it's just not for me. I have always said that I want to try it. Maybe this will be the month that I go ahead and try one of these. These are just like acetone additives, so they're things that kind of make acetone less harsh. And I love the scent profile here. Um, but yeah, they're supposed to just make the acetone less harsh and like kind of add some more like nourishing ingredients into it. Yeah, it says it right here, like glycerin. Yeah, glycerin, jojoba oil, just to help kind of like cut on the harshness of acetone on your skin. Will I use it? I don't know, but I'm gonna just buy one. I've been wanting to buy one for a long time, so why not this month since I am just going all out. Maya Cosmetics. I think this is so pretty. I'm pretty sure it looks like a magnetic or something. Like I feel like there's this like maybe it's just the lighting. I think this is really pretty. Um, I again will not be purchasing this just because I feel like I have several things that are like this already that I haven't reached for, I need to use. But yeah, I think this is beautiful. I'm just not in the market for that right now. Alchemy lacquers. Oh my gosh. So this I believe did end up on my original wish list. I think all the shifts in this are so stunning. Like it looks like a bunch of different kinds of polishes. Oh my gosh, look at that. That's a really beautiful swatch photo. Um, and so yeah, I'm really just intrigued by this. I love the kind of like what is this like an olive base? Black and blue green jelly. Oh, interesting. Okay. Um, yeah, it looks olive to me just like looking at these photos, but yeah, I think this is really pretty. I tend to love these like that kind of base in general. Um, and the shift in all the colors is like just really stunning to me. So that is absolutely going on my wish list. All mixed up lacquer. So I saw Natalie's neat nails, yeah. Swatch this. I feel like this is her swatch photo. I might be wrong, but um maybe not. Yeah, maybe it's not. But I think this is just so playful. I don't think I've ever purchased from All Mixed Up Blackers. They came out with this like trio that was Halloween themed, and I was like dying to get it. I wanted it so bad. But I decided to pass on it because I don't know. It's just like I feel like I would only wear it during the season, even though it's so painful. I'll try to insert like a little screenshot of the trio. I thought it was just really fun and playful, but I don't like it's one of those things where I actually ended up purchasing from Forget Me Not Lockers because they had come out with like a few Halloween themed polishes, and I had really been like lobbying for like the purple one. Not lobbying, like I was just in the maker's DMs being like, no, we need this one too. And yeah, and I purchased that one just because I feel like I threw such a fuss over it. Um Not like in a Karen way. I was being playful, but like I was throwing such a fuss over like getting that one that I was like, there's no way I cannot purchase that this time. So yeah, that's kind of why like I passed on the other trio from All Mixed Up Lacquers because I knew that I was gonna be purchasing from Forget Me a Lot and it was like similar polishes. I do want to put this on my wish list because I just really like it. I think it's so playful and so fun. I might like leave it off later just because like it's one of those polishes where I just like as much as I love it, love looking at it in the bottle, love seeing all the swatches of it. I just like also know that it's probably one that I wouldn't end up wearing. So yeah. Um and then this I think is so pretty, but again, the black flakies are always just what throw me off. Are there yeah, black flakies. I just like this reminds me of like I think Cracked has one um that is like a purple with green flakies in it. It came out in their Halloween collection from last year. I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but I'll try to insert a photo. I do have a lot of purple polishes with like these blue or green flakies in it. And so I'm going to be passing on this one as well, just because again, black flakies are kind of like I don't it's kind of weird, right? To like be so averse to like this one specific thing in a polish, but it just always throws me off for some reason. And then I'm really intrigued by the scent Witching Sour. But I'll never end up using these. Like I have a few that I purchased and I just never end up using. I don't really use base coats, which I know is like probably taboo, but I don't. And that is the reality of it. So I'm not going to be purchasing that. I do want to try this. Like someone polished by the dozen this morning, she posted because she had purchased this at the last PPU, I believe, and it looks a lot more sheer on her nails than it does here. Like, yeah, it looks more like this. And so I feel like you would need multiple coats to actually get this level of opacity. So I feel like that's a little misleading. I don't know. I'm actually not going to get it because, like, honestly, I don't use peel off bases enough. And if it's not going to be like this opaque in my first coat, like, I'm not going to be applying 3 coats of peel off base. Yeah, it says opaque in 2 to 3. I don't know. Yeah, I wish it was just more opaque in one coat. Because if that's the case, like what I have done, if I want opacity or care about that for a particular polish look, is I'll like put down my peely base and then I'll use like one of the Cirque like neutral jellies like linen or I can't remember what the pink one's called. Chiffon. Chiffon. Like I'll lay those down to kind of blur my nail line. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna pass on that. This one, I thought I've seen so many swatches of this BCB lacquers, and I think that this state, I think this is the light state is so pretty. But I don't necessarily care so much about this state. I think it's a very Halloween polish. Like to me, this reads as Halloween, absolutely 100%. But again, my rule with solars or thermals is that it has to be like I have to enjoy the dead state. And if the dead state is going to end up being this green color, I'm not going to end up wearing it. As much as I do actually like wearing that color, I just know that I'll not end up wearing this particular one. But if the dead state were this color, I don't know, that's like moving around a lot. It's not helping. But if it were this like kind of chocolatey brown color, 100%, I would be on board. Murky green and then a purple. Yeah, the brown, this like reddy purpley brown is like it does something to me. I really enjoy that. So we'll not be purchasing this Bow Revs. This just absolutely 100% reads as Halloween to me. This is my kind of Halloween. I love the backdrop. Like it just reminds me of like witches like, you know, flying in the night sky. Like it feels like a starry sky and then these like blue glows feel like the magic, right? Um, so yeah, I this is definitely going on my wish list. I think this is so beautiful and I love Bow Revs. Like they're like they can do no wrong in my book of polish opinions. I absolutely love everything they do. Bees knees. I need to like so I have bought so many bees knees lacquers and I just have not worn them. or like swatch them or anything like that. And I really need to get on that because I have been really loving all the things that they've been creating. And they're like actually the brand that has really turned me on to reflective glitters. And the other thing too is I will be getting this. And the only reason why is because every time I pass on a bee's knees polish pickup, I regret it later. Like I look back and I'm just always like, oh, I wish I'd picked that one up. And this one's also like a color that I would wear, like oxblood. Yeah, hands down would wear that. I think this is beautiful, and I just also know that I'm going to regret it if I don't get it. So, yes. Bluebird Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. That's funny. I love that. Um, a pale purple jelly was scattered hollow in a strong blue green. I think this is beautiful. Like this is right up my alley. I love purple with this like aqua-y shimmer in it. I'm not gonna be getting this one just because I feel like I already have so many of this kind of polish in my collection that need to be loved, need to be worn. And also, I was recently just gifted a couple from Davine Lacquer to swatch for them, which I'm so excited about that. I love all the brands that I swatch for. I absolutely adore, and so it's always just so exciting when they like take a chance on me. It's so like I don't know. It's just I fangirl over it. But I just recently got polishes that were similar to this kind of color combo from them from their Halloween collection, and so that will be another reason why I'm not going to be purchasing this one. But I think it's beautiful. Um, and then Danny Viana. This is another like a maker, another polish brand that I really would like to try. But this one just reminds me of, I believe it's Alice from Island ILNP. And so I will not be purchasing this one either, just because I feel like I have already like a pretty close dupe that I've worn that I do love. Like I think this is such a beautiful, like this blue is so beautiful. Like I think it's gorgeous, but it just reminds me of ILNP Alice. And so that is why I will not be purchasing this one. But I do really want to try things from this particular maker. I believe she just came out with this like opal inspired collection and it's like huge. I think it's like 10 polishes maybe. And I was like almost gonna jump the gun and buy it, but I was trying to be really good about my no buy. So I passed, but like it is one of those collections that is like in the back of my mind as something I should get. Vanessa Molina, I don't know why. I feel like I just see this combination at every single polish pickup. I can't think of like, dupes off the top of my head, but I just feel like we've seen this so many times before. And again, in a magnetic, like I'm 100% sure that if I looked at my collection, I would see something like this. And so I'm just not very like enthusiastic about this particular magnetic polish or this color combination. Cadillac lacquers. I love Cadillac. I only have one collection from them, I believe, that was magnetic and it came out like probably 2 or 3 years ago. And I like very rarely reach for them because they are magnetics, even though every time I do end up wearing them, I'm like, wow, like why do I not wear this more? Like make it a priority. This is really pretty. It just reads as Christmas to me though, more than Halloween. Not that that's not that that's like why I would buy a polish, but like I have said this before. I am also somewhat adverse to like polishes that feel like Christmas. I don't know why. I love the season. I love the holiday. I love like being with my friends and family around that time. But like I just guess I don't want to wear that on my nails. I guess that's what it comes down to. So yeah, I'm gonna be passing on this one as well. But if you're into Christmas polishes, that might be a good one to pick up. Camo colors. I do not know a lot about this brand. I don't think I have much from this brand. I have been seeing the swatch everywhere, this particular one. And I think this would sell me on a polish. I just don't know if the rest of these swatches are really selling me though. Like I love this color. Like when it comes to flakies, I love like when they look juicy. Like I'm not as into matte, like mattifying flakies, but when they're in this glossy like shine, I think it's just so pretty. I don't know. Like I feel mixed feelings about this. Like part of me, I think I'm like thinking about getting it, but it's out of FOMO and not out of like actually wanting it. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not gonna add it to my wish list for now, just because I'm not really like 100% on board. I think it's really like that's this swatch specifically really sells me. Like I want that. but I just don't feel like the other swatches are like doing it justice. All right, let's go to chameleon colors. So this is like another one where I feel like this would be so pretty in the dead state or in like, the thermal state. This is like looks like an opal almost. Um, the only thing is that like don't I wish this was a white to black and not a white to green. I feel like the green is what makes it Halloweeny, but like in terms of me like wanting to purchase, I would prefer to purchase if it had been like a true black. And I guess this is like the one exception where like black flakies are not being that doesn't look adverse to me. Like I love how this looks. I think that's really pretty. Um, and these are like beautiful swatches. But yeah, I just wish it was a what is this, a white to black or a clear to black? Yeah, sheer white. So I wish it was a sheer white to black instead of a sheer white to the steep pine green. Yeah, it reminds me of like Shadow Wolf, which Shadow Wolf was, I believe, a black to like the steep pine green, if I remember correctly. And maybe that's why it's like because that was a really beautiful polish too. I only wore that once or twice before I gave it to one of my friends. Um, and I loved wearing it, but I also like I don't want to add any more thermals to my collection at this point or like right now. And I don't know, like this is another one where I feel uncertain. Like I like part of me wants it because I also feel like if I put it on a black base and the white wouldn't shift to white, it would shift to like a gray. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna pass on that for now because I think it's beautiful, but I just don't know that I would wear it. Ah, Cleonata. Wow, I finally learned how to say it. Um, I think this is really beautiful as well. I think like my new barrier to flakies is microflakes. Like I guess I wish this was just like a straight flaky, not the microflakes, even though they're pretty. But like macros make everything look pretty. So that's always like the caveat is you got to look at, those like more far out shots, which this is really pretty, but I just know I'm not going to wear this or reach for it. So, and I feel like I have this color combo in like other polishes, and they're flakies, like polishes that I'll actually wear. Colores de Carol. I have a black linear. I think this is pretty. Like, you can't go wrong with a black linear holographic. Oh, it has red shimmer in it. That's interesting. Huh. I feel like I just recently purchased something like this. Not recently, but like it had to be, I don't know. Like, I feel like I just recently got something that was like a black hollow with red shimmer. I don't know why that's feeling so familiar. If I remember when I'm editing, I will insert a photo of whatever it is that I'm thinking of. But yeah, I have black hollows in my collection, and so I'm going to be passing on this one as well. But you can't go wrong with that. And Colores de Carol, like so far from the few polishes that I have used from this maker, they're really beautiful, nice polishes. So yeah, cracked polish. So this one I have mixed feelings over just because the swatch photos all feel different. Like if my the polish looks like this swatch photo, then I am 100% on board. I want that polish. And like this one too. I think that one looks very like real, but like this one it feels kind of like muted. Like I don't know, just it doesn't look the same. And maybe it's the lighting, but I want this polish. This is what I want. And some of the rest of these like I'm not as on board for. I'm gonna get it because I love cracked and I feel like I have a completionist mentality when it comes to that brand. But yeah, but I'm really hoping that this is what it looks like when I wear it. Yeah, that's really what I'm hoping that it looks like. Teal jelly, yeah. I think that's really pretty, like the idea of this. And like even this, I would take this green as well. But some of these kind of make it look so muted. Like this is pretty too. I think this is beautiful, but I don't want it to be muted like this. Um, yeah, but I really hope that this is what it looks like in terms of what it is in real life. Cupcake polish. I just have recently, not recently, I think it was in the month of July that I purchased from for the first time from this. I love that they did pink. Like, I am so on board with this, but I'm not going to get it because it is a, what is this, a thermal? It doesn't really say if it's a thermal or a solar. Hmm. Like this is one of those polishes where I would like to wear in either state. Like if this was the dead state or if this was the dead state, I would wear it. But I also have polishes that are already like those colors. So that's the only reason why I'm going to be passing on this because otherwise I think this is so beautiful. Yes. And then this, I love the cuticle balms from Bluebird. I think I only have one, but I'm just not as into this particular scent. I kind of like there's this candle from this really amazing brand that I have like been purchasing from for years. It's called the New Savant. They're based out of New York, women owned, LGBTQIA plus owned. And they always come up with these like really interesting, kind of intricate like sense, and there's always like a little bit of a story behind them. Like they're on the bottle. You should go check it out. I'll like put a link somewhere. But on the little can of for the candle, there's always like a little like thing that helps you kind of romanticize the scents. And I love that. And they have one that's called Witch's Brew, I believe, or the Witching Hour, something like that. And that candle or Shop NBM has 2 cents. When you light those that candle or get these 2 cents from Shop NBM, um, it smells like Halloween. It smells like Halloween. It feels like Halloween. I like savor those scents. Like I will not burn that candle or use those cuticle oils. I will start using the cuticle oil because Shop NBM is coming out with refill sizes. So I'll be purchasing those refills. Um, but at the time when I purchased, they were limited edition. So when yeah, I just like will pull it out to sniff it just to like have a moment sometimes. And I kind of wish that that's the direction that any of the cuticle oils had gone for shop or for polish pickup. Because I think the sounds delicious, but I guess that's what I was like hoping for. Um, so yeah, will not be purchasing. I think this is also really beautiful from Cuticula, but again, the black flakies are always just what throw me off. Like Nailed It. They just came out with this like sunset collection. I think it had to be in July because I purchased a few from there. And there's one called Pure something. I'll put a link in, but like that polish, I only swatched it on like one fingernail and it was not a catfish. It was truly as beautiful as the swatch photos were. It was so, oh my gosh, I'm like, yes. If that ever comes back in overpours, I will be purchasing a backup, and I encourage all of you to be purchasing a backup as well because it is truly beautiful. This polish reminds me of that, but it has black flakies. The other one from Nailed It does not have black flakies. Nailed It Hawaii, I think that's what it's called. And so yeah, that's always kind of like what throws me off. Like it's beautiful. I think this is beautiful. It feels like Halloween. But I don't know, like I just don't know if I'll end up actually wearing it. I think this is beautiful though. Like part of me does want to just get it because it just feels so Halloween. It's like my version of Halloween. Like and all those like scents and stuff, this is what like if I had to throw a visual to it, it's like this color scheme. I just think this is so beautiful. I'm gonna put this on my wish list, but there is a good chance that I'll remove it just because of those black flakies. But the black flakies also make it Halloween. Like, why am I like this? All right, Dreamland. I think this is a beautiful magnetic as well, but I'm not going to be purchasing simply because it is magnetic and I do not need more magnetics in my collection. Oh wait, what Danglefoot? This was not here just a second ago, right? Well, Danglefoot. We'll go into this as well. I thought this was a really pretty polish as well. Um, it like looks red in some lights, like the base is red with like blue in it, but I guess it's purple. Let's look at what the description says. A deep purple base. Yeah, I think this is really pretty. I like feel a little conflicted because I part of me wants to get it, but like I don't know that I love it enough that I want to purchase it. I think that's really pretty though. I'm not gonna put it on my wish list for now because I'm gonna revisit that. But we already heard my opinions on Dreamland. DRK nails. I thought this one was another one that was so stunning. And like this is one of those that I would wear in the cold or warm state. Um, deep purple thermal mixed with color, three stages of color. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I just love that they didn't put black flakies in this, first of all, but like I would also, this is like one of those polishes that I would wear in any of these states. Like this reminds me of an opal, and I just love like the glowiness of the flakes that come through in this like darker background. I think this is so pretty. This is going to go on my list, um, my wish list for now. Um, I'm pretty sure like they're going to be selling this. They're in another listing. This like was meant for the glaze and not for this particular polish. But yeah, I think this is so pretty. Yeah, I'm gonna be getting that for sure. And it reminds me of like candy, and I think that's what they said of a cat bag full of treats. Yeah, 100%. It just reminds me of candy. And Lady Molly, this I feel like this is the inverse of the cracked, right? The cracked was a green base with like red shimmer, and this is like a red base with green shimmer. Caramel brown. Oh, caramel brown. Interesting. Okay. It doesn't read as caramel to me. It reads more as red. Hmm. But yeah, I think this is pretty. I'm not gonna be getting it just again because it just feels Christmas, like red and green. I get that it feels haunting and like Halloweeny, but it also just feels like Christmas to me, and I'm not into it. I'm not into that combo. Garden Path Lacquer, it's magnetic. Yeah, it's a magnetic. So I'll not be getting it. But again, it's like the red to green combo, which I guess maybe it's just that. Like I'm not into red and green together, like in one polish. Maybe that's it. But it just, yeah, again, it just reads as like Christmassy to me. And I don't know. I'm just not here for it. A gift card. Oh, yeah, I have a gift card. I won a little, like, I didn't win. So, like, Natalie's Neat Nails was having like a little giveaway, and someone commented and it started a little dialogue. And so I also got a gift card out of that whole thing. But yes, so I got a little gift card. I forgot, but I will need to use that. Glisten and Glow. This is pretty. This reminds me of the alchemy lacquers that we saw earlier, just in terms of like the colors. But again, a magnetic. I'm not gonna be getting it, even though I think this is really cool. Um, yeah, that it just that feels like Halloween to me. Like purple is so a Halloween color to me. Oh, this is a really cool swatch right here. I love how what they did here. That's really pretty. I wonder how they did that. Um, yeah, I think this is pretty. I'm not gonna get it though because it's um a magnetic, and then I feel like a lot of people are leaning into this like green with like the red orange. Like a lot of people did that. A lot of the makers did that this time. But yeah, Great Lakes Lacquer. I think you know how I'm gonna feel about this. I just again red and green are not my favorite. So I'll be passing on that. I am unsure about this. I have so many of these like scrubs that I need to get. Oh my gosh. That's really cool that they did it all multicolored like that. Um, apple cider honey. I'm like curious about that. Bright, crisp aroma of apple cinnamon sticks. I feel like I'm gonna need that. Okay. Okay, I'm convinced. Yeah, I'm gonna need that. Um, yeah. Haunted. I've been having conversations about this. I feel underwhelmed by this. I don't know why. And I think it's just me and my like expectations. Like, I was just really excited for all the things that Haunted was going to do and like the rebrand of Ethereal and like, the kind of like shift. Um, but I just feel underwhelmed by this. Like, what is this? A black and red, a red tone black, a red tone black, and then the red shimmer. Like, I just feel like there could have been other ways to make this more fun or like exciting. I'm just not as excited by this. Like I feel like I've seen this before. I think the one thing that Haunted has really going for it is like the branding. The bottle's beautiful, the branding's beautiful, but I just feel very underwhelmed by this polish. And like I had skipped out on last month's PPU. And so um I was kind of bummed about that, but then like some like comparisons were coming out where someone compared the haunted wilting rose to um what was the other one? Oh, to Ethereal's vampire, I believe. And they were just so similar. Like the Ethereal vampire had more shimmer in it. And like in terms of like I'm a shimmer lover. I love shimmers. So I was like kind of excited that I wasn't necessarily missing out on something because I have Ethereal Vampire and it was like the shimmery version of Wilting Rose. Um so yeah, I don't know, like part of me wants to get this and I was kind of saying this like when I was talking to like one of my friends or like one of my acquaintances over Instagram. Um and like I want to get this just to kind of test out the formula and the brand and all all the things, but like I just feel so underwhelmed by this particular polish. Like I just think I was expecting something different. And like I know that Haunted is kind of leaning into this like gothic vibe, but like the subculture of like, you know, being gothic or like even just if you think about gothic culture in general is so like diverse. Like you can have neons within the gothic subculture and things like that. So I don't know, like I'm just curious to see where this is going and what the maker comes up with, but I just feel very underwhelmed by this particular polish. So I don't know. I might still get it later. Like I might get it. I might add it to my wish list later just because I do want to see what the brand, like what the formula and everything feels like if it's the exact same as Ethereal, or if it's different and all that. But I just feel underwhelmed. All right. And then next we have Hearts and Promises. Heidi Ho Ha Ha Ha. I think that's a cute name. I think this is pretty too. I'm not gonna get it just because I feel like I have other polishes that match this, but you can't go wrong with like something that feels vampy and red um during spooky season. Like, I don't know. Yes, I think this is beautiful, but I will not be getting it just because I feel like I have dupes of it. And it's interesting that this polish also feels very similar to the last one. Oh, but maybe it's more purple toned. Yeah, maybe it's more purple toned. This looks like Wilting Rose, honestly, from Haunted from August PPU. Like, I mean, not always, but like that photo kind of it brings out this like green shift or something in it. Um, Purple toned berry jelly base with pink to gold green. Yeah, I think this is pretty too. Again, will not be getting it because I'm sure I have similar things already in my collection. Indie by Patty Lopez. Oh my gosh. So this like maker has been killing it. Like I see swatches come up on Instagram for like I think it's a new collection, and I was like gonna pull the trigger and buy the entire like all the polishes from that collection, but I did not because I'm trying to stick to my like low buy slash no buy. But yeah, I think this is pretty as well. Um and yeah, I'm not gonna be getting it just because I'm not purchasing any more magnetics. Jen and berries. I love purple for Halloween. I think this is pretty. I love this particular shade of purple too. Is this like a Oh, okay. So yeah, it looks like it was gonna be a thermal or something, but maybe it's just a shift in like lighting and all that. I think this is pretty, but I do have things that are very similar to this already. Um yeah. I This is like one of my favorite shades of purple. And but yeah, I feel like I already have other polishes that are very much like that. I think this is really cool. I love all the shift into the different colors. I will not be getting it because it is a magnetic. Oh, and it's glow in the dark. That's cool. I'm not usually like glow in the dark doesn't always appeal to me because I never like use that effect or feature in like the way it's intended. Like if it's accidental, that's one thing, but I never actually use it intentionally. So I like that it's orange. I think that's cool, especially because it's Halloween. Um a multichrome magnetic. That's interesting. I don't know. I wonder if I have like other multichrome magnetics in my collection. I don't know, honestly. But I think it's really, I mean, I kind of do want it just because of all the different colors that it shifts to. I don't care. I'm gonna put this on my list. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna put it on my list because I know I'm not gonna end up using it. Like it's gonna go into my little stash of magnetic polishes that like it sits on my desk to remind me to use my magnetics, and I still don't reach for them. Like Magnetic Monday was one thing, but I kind of fell off, and I'm hoping to get back on to Magnetic Manny Monday, inspired by Natalie's Neat Nails. Natalie's Neat Nails, yeah. Um, but yeah, and also like the price is so high for this, $15. Like that's kind of high. Um, I also appreciate the flakes in this. I think that's pretty, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to pay $15 for this polish. I also love that it's in a gray base. Like that is really cool too. I love gray leaning polishes. Kathleen and Co. Ghostly. I think this is pretty. I just feel like I have this color and I have this color already in my nail polish stash. Like, and so I just don't feel the need. This is Natalie's. These are Natalie's fingers. Um, I just don't feel the need to purchase this, even though I think it's pretty. To be honest, for some reason, I feel kind of disappointed by this. I'm not sure why. Like, it's pretty. It feels like Halloween coded. Like, this feels like, I don't know, like, it's reminding me of like night and day and like a crisp night and day. Like, I don't know. But I just feel disappointed. I'm not sure why. I feel disappointed by that. Um, yeah. Oh yeah, this is one that I was definitely looking. This is like automatically going to go on my wish list. This feels so beautiful. First of all, it looks like an opal. Opals are one of my favorite stones, like if not my favorite stone. Like I love opal. I have like opal earrings. I love opal jewelry. Like if I ever get an engagement ring, I hope it's an opal. I don't even want a diamond. I want an opal. Um, I think this is so pretty. A white crelly, and I love that. Like I love that it's not just like a white creme or just like a what is it called? A jelly. It's like a crelly, so it kind of has that opaqueness to it. But like that is something I really love about what like with flaky polishes is when it's like a crelly with these like kind of metallic um flakies in it. And they kind of like peek through the polish. Like I think that is so beautiful. Like yes, I hands down am getting this. This is oh my gosh, so beautiful. Lemming lacquer, another magnetic. I'm not going to be getting this for reasons that I've already stated. I love the name Deja Vu. I think that's fun. Black and red. Yeah, I think this is pretty. I have no like critiques of it other than like I'm not going to be getting it because I'm not purchasing magnetics. Lumen. Ooh, this is pretty. I feel like I have several polishes already like this. Like this is reminding me of um Drowned Abyss from Aura Bloom, who I do swatch for, and I did receive that in PR or like gifted in exchange for swatch photos. I like the name too. That's fun. Sorry, I'm kind of all over the place. The Aura Bloom does not have these like flakies in it. I'm assuming these are, yeah, scattered hollow flakies. But I feel like I could just always add that with like a flaky topper if I wanted that effect. I think this is beautiful, like, but I feel like I already have this and I don't need to add things that I already have to my collection. Lurid, oh my gosh. So I don't really buy into the zodiac. But some of the features of like a Scorpio is that we're like sentimental and like we love nostalgia and things like that. Like we're just very emotional creatures. And I buy into that piece. Like I am definitely that person. And when I was reading the description on Facebook, like it just felt so nostalgic and sentimental. Like, um, yeah, I like that's the one reason why I really want this. I think it's beautiful. I think it's a beautiful polish. Don't get me wrong. I think that Hollow Taco has like, a linear peachy hollow polish, but I just want this because of the nostalgia behind it, like the intention and the meaning behind it. I think I said this earlier in the video, but like packaging or like the background inspiration can be good selling points for a person like me. But I love seeing how people work, how they're inspired, things like that. And so sometimes when I'm like, oh yeah, that's really cool, or it's sentimental or nostalgic, like I'm a sucker for that. And so if you're trying to sell to me specifically, that's what you need to do. But yeah, 1450 is also kind of pricey though too. I and I also feel like I just like de-influenced myself by saying that it was like a hollow taco linear. I'm pretty sure I have a peach hollow taco linear holographic pigment polish in my stash. But I'm gonna put it on my wish list for now because I had every intention of buying this originally, but I might be able to talk myself out of it by the time Friday comes around. But yeah, I just thought that was such a beautiful story. Lynn B Designs, another one of my favorite polish like makers. I think this is beautiful. I love this like shade of green, even this shade of green. This is like one of those polishes that I would buy in the light or dead state. But I also feel like I got something very similar from Uno Mas, who I do swatch for as well in PR, like gifted PR, in one of their summertime collection, Danger Noodle. I feel like Danger Noodle was a very similar color combo. And so for that reason, that's why I'm not gonna be picking this one up because I have that polish. But I loved Danger Noodle and I love this. I think that is so beautiful. I love like this green, the light green and the shift, and this shows it off. But this like makes it feel muted though. I don't like these other colors, other pictures make it seem more vibrant. Yeah, like I don't know. If it's this, I feel like I already have this and I would buy it if I didn't have it, but because I do have it, I'm not going to be purchasing. Um, oh, this is just a magnet. Just a magnet. I shouldn't say that. That's pretty cool though. I've been talking about that, like how I'm so tired of just doing cat eyes and velvets. I do want to try the new, well, I have been trying to do the bead, like the glass bead style, but it just, I don't know. I'll do it and then I will end up like smudging my manicure before I can even like take pictures of it or whatever. I might buy this tool. I think that's really cool. I didn't know they were offering that, but I am so here for like trying out other effects with magnets. So I will put that on my list. MJ Lacquers. I don't know. Is this a new? I feel like I haven't heard of this maker before. Have they been on Polish Pickup? Oh, that's really cool. So this reminds me of like algae. Like there's this like I don't remember where it was, but when I was like in med school for a little bit, like all the girls, I didn't go, but they went on this little trip and they were gonna go see this like bioluminescent, like I think it was like a river, with like this bioluminescent algae in it. So this is like what that's reminding me of. That's really cool. And like things like that, things that give me like a nostalgic like memory also like really get me. But I'm not gonna be getting this. Oh, enter like so it's a glow in the dark base with the UV activated. It's filled with color shifting flakes, including black metallic flakes and aurora shimmer. This looks like purple to me, right? Am I just making that up? That's really pretty. But again, black flakes. I don't know. I mean, I feel like it looks really cool. Like the black flakes work with this, but I don't know if I like it otherwise. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna be passing on that one. This just screams Halloween. Like yes, this is going on my list. And also is like it reminds me of all the sibling shades. Like I can't think of them off the top of my head, but I purchased all of them, I think in July when they came out. I think it was July. Yeah. Yeah, these are all of them. I'm glad they listed them. All the sibling shades. So like I feel like I just need this one too. Oh, it's so pretty. I mean, yeah, it's just Halloween. It screams Halloween. How can this not be Halloween? Like yeah, I'm here for that. Yes, that's going on my wish list. Um, and then moonshine mayonnaise. I am still learning. I got like a few of these polishes in a mystery. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. So this reminds me of like Hollow Taco Spyglass, but more glowy, or Polish for Days Enchanted to Meet You. Like this, just this swatch. And I swatched those over on, I feel like Instagram and TikTok. I both have I have swatches on both of those and like some comparisons, not of this particular polish, of course, but like this is just reminding me of that so much. So if you missed out on Holotaco Spyglass, this might be a good dupe or close dupe or something like that, like meets that itch. I think this is so pretty. I'm not gonna be getting it just because I feel like I said, I have both Enchanted to Meet You and Holotaco Spyglass, so I'm not gonna be getting that. Ooh, nailed it. I love that like flaky polish that I was like talking about earlier. I'm not gonna be getting this because again, magnetic, but every time I see this brand now, I just feel like I don't know, like so I also mentioned, I think in my last favorites video that they created this like polish that was called I think it was like Love Wins or Love is Love. I can't remember, but I wore it during a very significant event in my life. And I'll share that maybe one day. But like now it's just like they're attached to that like piece of nostalgia and like specialness to me. And so yeah, I think this is so pretty, but again, not gonna get it because it's a magnetic. I have one of these, they're great. Night Owl lacquers. I think this is pretty too, but I feel like I have several polishes that look like this. This is a really great swatch photo. It just makes the polish look so glowy, but I'm pretty sure I have things that are similar or like I have a lighter version of this. Like I think of Hollow Taco's Sunset Simulation. Like the red isn't as magenta. The red shift in that one isn't as magenta. It's like a little bit lighter, but I feel like it still meets that kind of like vibe. So yeah, I'm not gonna be getting this one either. I feel like I'm going through these pretty fast right now. I'm not gonna be getting any oil from this. These are always so cute. Oh my gosh. Yeah, really cute, but I'm not gonna be getting that polished. Yes, I'm gonna be adding this. I need everything that polish creates. This is such a beautiful, oh my gosh. I like so on the edge you see here that like purple with the pink and orange. Yes, I'm here for pink Halloween. I'm here for pink and purple Halloween. I'm here for pink and purple and orange Halloween. So yes, this is going on my list. I'm pretty sure this ended up on that original like when I was screenshotting photos list. Neon violet. Yes. Oh my gosh, I am here for it. I didn't know it was a neon violet base, but I am here for that. I want that. Paint it pretty. Oh, this is so pretty. It reminds me of so I skipped August PPU, but there was I think it was from Royla Lee. They came out with a polish and I feel like it was just very similar to this one. But like if I can find a swatch photo, I'll insert it. I think these are such beautiful swatch photos. Like this just feels very Halloween coded, like the like kind of dusty purple with the shimmer in it. Oh, dusty. Look at me. I'm so on point. Um, I'm just kidding. Don't take me seriously. I was making fun of myself. But yeah, I think this is really pretty. I'm gonna put this on my wish list now, even though I'm pretty sure I'm gonna revisit my last video because I'm pretty sure I found a dupe for it from like Lumen if I remember correctly. And if that's true, then I will remove that from my wish list. But yeah, I think that's beautiful. Painted polish. This might be one time that Black Flakies like I can handle it because this just is so Halloween coated. Like so beautiful. And it's like a reddish orange instead of just straight orange. Sinopia. Oh, I'll have to look that up. Yeah, I think this is so pretty. I I want to put it on my wish list, but should I? I'm gonna put it on my wish list now. And Hocus Pocus is also one of my favorite Halloween. I feel like it's everyone's favorite Halloween movie. Ooh, this. Ooh, I like am so here for this green, this like murky green. I think BCB like the transition to this color too. But I don't know if I would wear it. This just reminds me of like oh my gosh, Michael Myers. It just reminds me of like I don't know, like a zombie or like I don't know, like zombie slime. But yeah, I'm not gonna get this because I don't feel like I would actually end up wearing it, even though I love it. Paradox polish, magnetic. Yeah, I'm not gonna be getting this because of magnetics, but also like I just feel like we've seen this before, like a purple with this like kind of orange pink magnetic shift. Penelope Luz. This is pretty. I think this is a magnetic too, though. Yeah. But like whoever did these swatch photos did such a beautiful job. Like the glowiness here and like even this is so pretty. They did a really beautiful job with these swatches. Yeah. Wow. Like these swatches are like really almost selling me. But this reminds me of something from Cirque. Like Cirque came out with a magnetic collection like a few months ago, and I'm pretty sure this like matches one of the colors that they came up with. So yeah, that's another reason I'm not going to be purchasing the other side. Wait, did we just see this? Is this the actual polish? Oh, wait. So this is the pol. Yeah, so this is the actual polish. I thought this was like the product, but no, it's just the polish. Again, I don't know. Like I love navy, like deep blues or purpley blues with this red shimmer, and I feel like I have, six of those in my collection, but it's always just the magnetics that like throw me off because I just don't use them. Um, Pie colors. I was looking forward to this is going my on my wish list. Pie colors, like they've been really doing a good job. I know they're like, well, to me, they're a newer brand, but like this, for example, like Haunted did like this black and red base with the red shimmer, right? But Haunted or like Pie colors took it to another level with like these kind of bigger glitters and like the hollow. And this just feels so like this feels like spooky season. Like this is beautiful. I love this. I love this. I am getting this, and they've really been killing it. Like I picked up in my like breaking my no buy. Part of it was because of Pie Colors. Like they came out with this collection that I think launched at PB, and it was this beautiful, gorgeous. Like I think it was a quad. I didn't get all four of them, but um, just these. I'll try to insert swatch photos, but these beautiful. Oh my gosh, like beautiful polishes, and it just I was having such bad FOMO ever since I saw those pictures on Facebook. I was just like thinking about those polishes and like I purchased them and I like have no regrets. Like sometimes I'll purchase something and it'll be like impulse and I'm like, oh, like that feels kind of I don't know. I didn't feel good about that. But I purchased those like I think I purchased two or three of them. I can't remember off the top of my head. I have no regrets. They're beautiful. Like just looking at them in the bottle is beautiful, but I can't even imagine on the nail. Like, oh my gosh. But yeah, they have been killing it. I am so here for them. Like I adore everything that they're doing. Pinnacle Posh. I think this one is so playful and so fun. But like I feel like we'll go back to my if I think I added something similar to this already um to my wish list. I tend to not go for these like kind of chunkier glitter polishes because I just don't. I love the name too, but it's just like something I don't reach for. But I just feel like it's so Halloween appropriate, and so if I feel like I already added another chunky like glitter to my wish list. So if that's the case, I'm going to take one of them off, and just focus on enjoying one of them. But I think this is so fun and playful, and it reminds me of candy, and like midnights and all these things. Like I love that polish. This was another one that I was really looking forward to. It's supposed to be like a sibling to Goblins and Ghoulies and Ghoulish or something. They came out with another one, and I have both of those. And I feel like I need this just to complete the trifecta. I love that the base of this is kind of like a blackened, like purple with this like glowy blue. I I don't know. I might have something in like this in my collection already, but just for the sake of like this is me being a completionist, which I need to like overcome that at some point. It's not going to happen in September, but in the future I need to overcome that. I want this. I need it. That's it. Psych Minerals, yes, another brand that again is new to me, but I just think they do such beautiful polishes. Like it just feels like you are picking up like crushed gemstones and putting it on your nail. Like that's what this looks like to me. Yes, this is coming home with me. Coming home with me. I wish it was coming home with me right now, but it's not. And yeah, burnt like sienna. That's one of my favorite colors to wear. I love it. It reads as fall. It's beautiful. Yes, 100% coming home with me. I thought this was also an interesting take. Like, I don't always, as a consumer, always benefit from this kind of like swatch, but I do appreciate it. Because I think it just shows like how to how a polish can be diverse. Like you don't have to just use it as a polish. You can use this one as a topper. And yeah, I always appreciate that. Even though I don't always it doesn't always help me with my own consumption. Like, yeah, I don't know if that makes sense. Um, all right, psych minerals. I'm gonna try to be more organized. I feel like I've gotten all over the place. Red eye lacquer. I thought this one was another really beautiful one. But I feel like I are like I already have dupes of this in my collection. And I'll try to insert a photo. Like I'm pretty sure from the Nailed It Sunset collection, I picked up two polishes from that collection. I feel like the second one is a very similar polish to this, and so insert that. I also am not like I have not watched K-pop Demon Hunter, and so I feel like I need to do that because I feel so out of the loop with all these references. Like I'm not sure what everyone's talking about when it comes to that. I need to watch it. Pink Halloween. Yes, this is going on my wish list for sure. Yes, I love everything about this polish. I yes, I'm here for Pink Halloween. And this is Pink Halloween in a polish. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say. Roy Lily, this is one that I feel so conflicted over because I think it's so beautiful. The swatches are so beautiful. Um, I don't know what my hesitations are. Is this Natalie's? These are Natalie's fingers. Is that creepy that I do that? I feel like Natalie at this point is one of my friends on Instagram. Like I feel like that's where we talk. And even like she was away on vacation and like I just feel like I hadn't heard from her or like touch base with her. And then like in my head I was like, oh yeah, like making I was making a mental note that I needed to reach out to her or like start a conversation. Cause like again, I've never met her in real life, but she is someone who I do interact with quite frequently. And so like I feel like she is one of my friends in the nail polish community and I do definitely notice when she is absent or when she is gone because I was just like I just felt like she was gone and then literally like the next day she came on Instagram and was like, yeah, I've been away doing something with her. She was like in the middle of a cornfield and I had definitely noticed. I didn't know she was like in the middle of cornfield, but I kind of noticed that she was like not as present on social media. So yeah, but anyway, stop. That's like me being creepy. But yes, those are her fingers. I'm gonna add this to my wish list because I do really love it. I think it's really beautiful. I don't know what my hesitation is with this one. Like I it's good to know that it might stain. But I yeah, it might come off my wish list too. This is really, really beautiful. Yeah. The only thing is like I don't always like wearing this color. Like it looks beautiful on other people's skin tones, but I don't always like it on me. Like but so like this is reading as more gray, whereas this is reading as like more white. I don't like that. Like it just feels inconsistent. Like this is gray and this is not gray. Like it is gray, but it's lighter gray. That's I don't like that. But I feel like I have other polishes in my collection that are very, very similar. Because I tend to lean into this and I don't always like if it's like the darker gray, then I feel like that would like even this would be flattering, but like this feels too light. I don't know. I don't like that the swatches are so inconsistent like that. Sassy Sauce. I was looking at their page earlier today. I like this. I don't like the microflakes. Yeah, I'm not really here for this one. I think it's pretty. I just know I wouldn't wear it as often. Or like I also feel like I have something like it in my collection already. Yeah, I'm gonna pass on this. Swamp Gloss. Uh so I just purchased my first Swamp Gloss recently and I adore those polishes. It was in the month of July because I did not purchase it in August. This just feels like candy to me. Like it just feels like candy. I feel like I do want this, but I don't know if it's for the right reasons. I'm gonna put it on my wish list for now, but it might leave my wish list. Oh, I was saying sassy sauce. I meant sweet and sour lacquer. So I was on their website earlier today, because I just hear so many good things about this brand, but I don't think I actually own anything from this brand specifically. I'm gonna be passing on this because I feel like I have dupes like Cirque's Mood Ring. I feel like would be a good dupe for this, and also not in the market for magnetics. There's only one magnetic that I feel like I'm going to purchase, and it's from the upcoming Davine Lacquers Halloween collection, and it's like this beautiful, vibrant magenta-y. Like the magnetic pigments are like this beautiful magenta against like a purple base, I believe. So yeah. Um, and yeah, I have a few polishes that I got in mystery D stashes from this particular brand. I'm not particularly into this particular polish, and I also feel like I have things that are very, very similar that I do like from I think it's from Aura Bloom, and I was gifted this polish, full disclosure. Um, I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but it was like a beautiful, like bronzy brown. And so yeah, I feel like I already have this in my collection, even though I don't know. It's pretty, like it's pretty, but I just don't know that I reach for it. Cuticula. So I always love what they do, but um I was using this top coat recently when I was trying to swatch, and it just was not working for me. Like I don't know if it was a me problem or the top coat problem, but it just kept like moving the polish underneath it, and it was just I don't know, it's hard to use. I'm gonna purchase this because I've been wanting to try this. It's a water-based top coat, I believe. Yeah, I believe this is a water-based top coat. But yeah, I've been wanting to try this, so it's gonna go on my wish list. But that's it. I love this top coat by Glisten and Glow. That was like my tried and true for a very long time. But I'm kind of testing out. I'm testing out a few from Uno Moss, and then I'm also gonna be testing out one from Broken Pixel. So this is kind of on the back burner right now, but it's a really good top coat that I've used. This is also another top coat that I've been using. I love this. I think this is like a scent that I like when I was talking about scents earlier, this is like the kind of scent that I was talking about, like green apples, citrus. I really hope this smells like Halloween. I'm gonna get this. I hope it smells like Halloween. I don't know if it will or not, but I'll deal with that later. And then this was another one that I really wanted to. I think this is so playful. It feels like an opal, but like all the colors are like Halloween. I don't again care so much about the glow in the dark stuff, but just like the polish itself, I think is so beautiful. Like hands down going on my wish list. Um, and then this is one of my favorite creams. I have plenty of creams right now, so I'm not gonna be purchasing this, but I purchased this particular one and I love it. Like I purchased this, their triple deluxe butter is beautiful. Like I love that cream for sure. And they came out with this like Wednesday collection recently, and I've been like kind of contemplating picking that one up. But yeah, this is like it seems like it's gonna be delicious. Um, Waboos. I feel like this I have something very similar, but again, like the black flakies, I'm not here for that. For one right now. This is a really beautiful swatch. Like great job to whoever did these swatches. That is you did such a beautiful job. This like these swatches make me want to buy this polish, even though it's magnetic. It's just like this line's so crisp, so beautiful. I know like that's probably like because they literally just painted their nails and then took the photo, but they did that's such a beautiful swatch. That person did such a great job. Oh my gosh, yeah. Like I'm not gonna put this on my wish list because again, magnetic, but that's it's beautiful. And Watcha like really has been on my radar. They created this polish called Musical Candle, I believe. And it was my first polish. I kind of like bought that out of like FOMO and on a whim, but it turned out to be like a polish that is gonna end up in like I'm planning on doing like a top favorites from PPU later this like probably in December or something, or maybe leading into January. I don't know yet. But that polish is gonna end up on that list. I already like it's yeah, I've already been kind of planning it, but um I just think about that polish often. So yes. And then this, I think this is so fun and beautiful. I feel like this is what I wanted the chameleon to be. And like this is a nice use of black flakies. I love this. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I feel like I need this. Um, black to clear. I love, yeah. Like, yeah, I think this is what I was missing. This was what was missing from the chameleon for me. All right, so let's take a look at my wish list. Oh, I should have logged in. Anyway, that's okay. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 25, 26, 27. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm not gonna count these extras. So 27, so 26, and then the magnetic. So 24. Let's say I have 24 polishes here. And I also said that if I had this was one that I was thinking about taking off because I thought I'd put another, yeah, yeah. So all mixed up lacquers. So it's either gonna be this one or the Pinnacle polish. Oops, Pinnacle, Pinnacle. Where is that one? Pinnacle. Yeah, I'm either gonna get this one or the all mixed up. So help me decide. Like, leave a comment. Let me know which one you think I should get or which one you want, and then maybe I'll get the other one so I don't just take up product. I mean, yeah, 250 cap. And what was the other one? Is that one also 250 cap? This one, what was the other one? All mixed up, which is here. This has a cap of 400. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to take one of those off. So then now I'm at 23. That's ridiculous. And then what were some of the other ones that I was kind of contemplating not getting? Like I definitely want the alchemy. This one is up, maybe up. This one I definitely want. This one I definitely want. This one I have to think about. I feel like I really want to see more swatches just because again, I just really don't like when the swatches aren't consistent. Like this comparing just like this and this feels so much more muted. And I want, like I said, I want this. So I really hope that's what it is. Um, and then, all right, let's go down. So that one might come off. Cuticula. Ooh, this one had black flakies in it, didn't it? I really just want it though. It just feels so Halloweeny. Okay. Um, all right. And then this one. Do some of these feel similar? Like, does this feel too similar to this one? Yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to go back in and like I'm gonna edit this a little bit more, like in terms of my list, not the video. Even though I do have to edit the video as well. But like I'm leaning more into this than the zombie claw. I'm gonna take the zombie claw off my list. Oh, see, but that's so fun. Okay, I'm gonna take it off though, because I feel like I actually wouldn't use it. And the swamp gloss. I'm gonna take this one off too. Um, they're coming out with a really swamp gloss is coming out like with a really cool collection that has really just I've been eyeing it. They had like this like it was like a burgundy red with like these blue like glitters in it, like chunky glitters, like hex glitters or whatever. And so I feel like that is like gonna be on my list. Yeah, Pinnacle Polish or the other one. This one's staying on my list. Painted Polish. I feel like this one might come off because as beautiful as it is, it's just like I just feel like I'd only wear this for Halloween, and I already have like a little like pile of Halloween polishes on my desk. I'm gonna take that off for now. Like that like I have plans to wear during the season. So I'm gonna take that one off for now too. This Peanut Pretty. Yeah, this one might come off too, depending on if I can find that dupe. Um, and so yeah, that one's pending. This is staying on my list. This is staying on my list. This does not count towards my thing. Lord, that's staying on. This is staying on. This might come off. Oh, but that doesn't count 'cause it's not a polished product. So, and I don't, this is so stupid. It's kind of like mind games. I'm gonna take this off too. I have so many top coats that are like that, regular like quick dry top coats. So I'm gonna take that off as well, even though it sounds like it smells delicious. So yeah, this is gonna be my episodes at 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, -1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4, 5, 20. So I'm at 20 polishes right now, I think. So yeah, but it might be 19 depending on, or it might be 18. But yeah, I'm going to continue editing this, but right off the bat, just like kind of fresh eyes, this is where I'm at. And also, um, after doing my outro, I'll put like a little screenshot of all the things, all the polishes that I screenshot from the spoilers so that I can like kind of compare what my initial thoughts were to like what is on my current wish list. Cause I feel like that'll help me make a decision. Like if I wasn't like so into something right off the bat, to me it tells me that I was probably influenced by social media swatches and things like that. And like that is the social media swatches are probably like more FOMO than like my initial like, oh, I like this, I like that, without having anyone influencing my decision. So that's another reason why I did that little exercise. But I'll put that at the end once I'm done with my little outro. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Let me know what I should get, if I should get the pinnacle polish or if I should get all mixed up, because I'm only gonna get one of those. Um, Maybe I'll get neither. I don't know. But as of right now, I'm only going to get one of those. And then yeah, let me know your thoughts. Let me know what's on your wish list. Like I'm always curious. Like Natalie's Neat Nails always shares her wish list, and it's like just fun because I'm nosy. I like seeing what other people are getting. So yeah, definitely share what you're getting. But otherwise, I hope all of you are taking care. I know like the outside world is so rough sometimes, but I was talking to my dad because I don't know, my dad's an immigrant and his perspective on like American politics is just very, I don't know, it's just different. Like it's always nice to get his take, but he's also felt so disillusioned by how things are going in terms of, leadership and government. But something I think about is that like at the community level, at least in Philly, like there's just so much hope still, so much fight and all this stuff. And that always just keeps me hopeful. Like I don't feel helpless because I feel like I'm in the field also doing the work towards a better future for everyone, not just me, not just my family, but for everyone. And so hopefully that inspires you. Not that I'm supposed to be like someone inspirational, but hopefully that just like, I don't know. It's like one of those things when we are also putting forth the effort in making small differences. I think that's such a protective factor, at least mentally, because it lets us feel like there is still some piece of control in our hands in terms of outcomes. So, yeah, take that how you will. Maybe it's helpful. Maybe you think it's trash. Let me know. Um, but yeah, otherwise, I really hope all of you are taking care, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.